Alright, what's up everybody, this is from Zrodar Bet. This video we're doing a wrap up of all the picks, the bets, and I'll be talking about the prop bets that I'm taking for UFC Fight Night 190, Gane versus Volkov. If you're new to my channel and you have never seen this before, there's the link in the description where I explain how to use this spreadsheet and my betting strategy. The only caveat here, guys, this is the way I'm doing things. In case you have any doubt, there's a disclaimer in the description if you'd like to take a look. Alright, so before starting, let me just real quick show you guys my Instagram. In case you guys would like to follow me, I put up some bets that I take prior to the video, so feel free to start following me. You can take this early on. And I would like just to thank all the Patreons that are supporting me. You guys make it this possible. Thank you very much for all your support. Alright, so for all the picks and the bets between Team Means and Nicolas Dalby, I'm picking and betting Dalby. Danilo Marques versus Kennedy Nzechukwu, I'm picking and betting Nzechukwu. Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Mitchell Prazeres, picking Rakhmonov, not betting the fight. Martin Prachnio versus Ike Villanueva, picking and betting Villanueva. Andre Fili versus Daniel Pineda, picking Fili, not betting the fight. Charles Rosas versus Justin James, picking Rosa, not betting the fight. Raoni Barcelos versus Timur Valiev, picking betting Valiev. Mudarji versus Tim Elliott, picking Mudarji, not betting the fight. OSP, Vincent Prue versus this is wrong, it's not Maxine Grisham. This is I think I have pretty much the correct values here, probably not. So let me fix this one, but the fight is between OSP and Tanner Bowser. I'm picking Bowser but not betting the fight. Cyril Gane versus Alexander Volkov, picking betting Gane, small bet. Renato Moicano versus Jay Herbert, I'm picking Moicano but betting Herbert. Damir Hadzovic versus Yassi Medeiros, picking betting Medeiros. Yulia Avila versus Yulia Storelenko, picking Avila but betting Storelenko. The percentage that you guys see here is the amount that I'm betting on each fight. And again, if you have any doubts, take a look in the description. There's a link to the spreadsheet where I explain everything. Alright, I forgot to mention also in the beginning of the video, I'm also not breaking down anything here because I have a video for that, so feel free to start to take a look on the video in the description as well. Alright, so let me just show you guys the prop bets that I'm taking. Alright, so just real quick, I have two extra ones here. This actually could be interesting on the PFL. I have Alex Martinez winning the PFL 2021 lightweight division. I got it for 1700. It's just crazy to me, you know, this line. To me, Alex Martinez is a decent favorite to win this one. You know, he's not a known guy, but he's definitely a good fighter, and I think he has all the tools to win that. You know, there's a question whether he classifies or not, but taking that aside, this lineup is just too crazy for me. I really like this bet. And Movilid Haibulaev winning the PFL 2021 featherweight division is also not bad at plus 600. Alright, so on to the Fight Night 190, like we spoke about. Ike Villanueva by decision. The reason is, I think Villanueva has more chances to finish Prachnio than going the distance, but there is a chance that Prachnio survives. He can stay on the outside, eat some shots, but not get finished by Villanueva. Villanueva has very crisp punches. If Prachnio decides to brawl, he probably gonna get caught, but I'm not sure that Prachnio gonna really brawl all the time. I think he's gonna try to edge a decision, so he could lose a decision. So Ike Villanueva by decision at plus 600 is an interesting one in my opinion. Medeiros by decision, and I think Medeiros wins and it's by decision, and Hadzovic probably gonna try to out-wrestle him. He could out-wrestle Medeiros, but I think Medeiros tough most of the takedowns. He could finish Hadzovic, but Hadzovic is a very tough guy. He's not easy to finish, so I think Medeiros does more damage, wins the decision. Probably 29-28, he could lose one round by the grappling. But to me there's a decent value on this line, it's plus 265 with Timur Valiev by decision. Both of Valiev and I just forgot the name of the guy. His opponent there, Raoni Barcelos, sorry, they're both very tough. There's a chance that they could finish each other. You know, Valiev has good punching power, etc. Plus, there are some risks that they trade and someone gets caught. But to me, most likely, this goes to the decision, and Valiev by decision plus 280 sounds a very good deal to me. Prazeres versus Rakhmonov go the distance. I think this go the distance because Prazeres wouldn't take too many risks, just start getting hit by Rakhmonov. he's gonna try to out-wrestle Rakhmonov. I don't think he's gonna be that easy. I think we're gonna see Rakhmonov controlling the distance, doing more damage, and edging him in a decision. Prazeres can also win a decision. That's why I'm putting him. I'm also betting him by decision. He could control Rakhmonov on the ground. I don't think he finishes Rakhmonov because Rakhmonov has quite a good guard, and he's gonna try to explode when Prazeres tries to advance. So I don't think it's gonna be easy that Prazeres catches him. Plus Prazeres doesn't have too many leg locks or this type of submissions, and also gonna be difficult to take the back of such a tall guy like Rakhmonov and big and young. So, but there's a chance that Prazeres can control him. So I think this goal is the distance. I like this bet a little bit. Plus Prazeres by decision. There's also good value there. Plus 450. Dalby by decision. I think Dalby gonna win this fight. I think he's gonna try to out-wrestle Means. Means doesn't like being pressured. And if Dalby is gonna trade technique for technique, he's gonna lose the fight. But I don't think he's gonna do that. I think he's gonna try to blitz in and get to Tim's legs, control him. He's not a submission artist. He has good ground and pound, but it's not that easy to finish Tim as well. So Dalby by decision, not a bad one. Fili and Pineda ends inside of the distance. This is an interesting one. I think Pineda gonna do what he always does, get inside, try to trade. Fili wouldn't back down from a brawl. They're gonna trade hard, I think. Could go either way, but I think Fili has more chances to finish Pineda. But still, between Fili, I think by TKOs like plus 200 or something, and this one nearly plus 100. I ended up taking this one. There's a small chance that Pineda can also finish Fili, so this one, it's an interesting one as well. Danilo Marques by decision. This is more like a cover bet. Kennedy Nzechukwu is my biggest bet of the card, tied with Ike Villanueva, so just to cover that a little bit. I think if Marques wins, it's going to be by decision. I don't think he's going to submit Nzechukwu, so it's just a small one to cover a little bit. Tanner Bowser by decision. I think it pretty much says it. I think Bowser wins, and by decision OSP super tough to finish. OSP can also win this one. I have Bowser on OSP go the distance in round robins here. And Gane by decision, I think Gane wins, and by decision I think he's gonna fight smart on the outside, outpoint Volkov, out-wrestle Volkov, so I think it's a good one. Gane by decision, plus 200, there's some value there, alright? So the round robins that I have, it's Volkov the distance, Bowser and SP the distance, and Prazeres Rakhmonov the distance. These are the top three, and I think there are more chances to cash. And I also added an extra one on Bowser and SP, plus Prazeres Rakhmonov go the distance. This one is I'm expecting also to cash. And I'm throwing James and Rosa go the distance in the mix with the other three, just to add an extra profit here. I think this one also, there's a good chance to cash, you know. Rosa is tough, and James, he's I don't know. I mean, he's super explosive in the first round, but then he slows down. I'm expecting actually Rosa to be able to finish James in the third round, but it's like a little bit of a long shot. That was my pick, but both of them going the distance also not a bad idea. So I'm throwing them in the mix. Okay, so I hid one of the columns here, guys, because it's the amount that I'm throwing on each guy. That's what defines the strategy. So if you'd like to see this plus much more, there's the Patreon where you can support me for $10 a month. You guys have access to the early breakdowns. This makes a difference because if you guys catch fighters in an early market, the best fighters in an early market, your profits will be bigger. As an example on this card, we have Ike Villanueva that opened up at plus 180 dog. Now he's probably plus 150 at the time that I'm recording this video. Expect this line to be way closer, just to show you guys, sorry. And Nzechukwu, also when I took my bet, he was plus 100, now he's probably minus 130. So it makes difference, guys. Timur Valiev, I took him at plus 180, then he went plus 200, I took some extra bets. Nicolas Dalby also took him at plus 140, now he's probably at plus 115 or something. So it makes difference, guys, especially when you start parlaying this, and with the $10 tiers, you guys can have early access, know what I'm doing. $15 tiers is this one that I showed, plus I showed the amount that I'm throwing. And for $50 tiers, the ultimate package, it's everything, plus line by line on everything. So just to show you guys the results for previous months, I had just separate some cards here that I had on UFC Fight Night on 88 was 12 units profit, which is really pretty. Was a very good profit. There are some events that I don't make that much profit. For example, on prop bets for the last event, I had nearly 1 unit, so it's a small profit. But if I'm talking about the same event, but also considering all the bets, this was a card that I had a small loss. So it was like nearly 1.6 units losses, because I was betting bigger on Ige. I was betting bigger on Burger, both lost. So the loss also come. There's nothing that I hide from anybody, But this is a winning strategy in the long term. I didn't show the charts in this one, in this video particularly, but I always show in the longer videos. And I have been quite profitable this year. Was consistent profits. Then for June, I'm having nearly 7 units losses. So these things happen. But this is a winning strategy in the long term. There is last year and everything, so this will probably bounce back real quick, probably in the next event or the next month, most certainly. It's nothing guaranteed, but like I said, in the long run, this is a winning strategy. All right, so guys, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, consider supporting the channel on Patreon or anyhow. Just let me know if you have any ideas. And if not, I'll talk to you next time. This is Sam from Zrodemir Bet, bringing the best, most consistent and transparent betting strategy for you.